Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to make a brief tutorial here so it would be a little bit easier for everybody to navigate the website. I've gotten several emails over the past few days where people have had some problems on understanding how to navigate around, so I thought it would just be a good idea to give you a visual reference. So here we go. So everybody should by now have your username and password, and in the instructions that I sent you, you type your username in here and then your password here. For those of you that are logging in for the first time, you will type change me in here, and then you will click login. For those of you logging in for the first time, you will be taken to a page that asks you to change your password. Once you have your password changed, then you will be sent an email. You click on that email and then you will be logged into the course. For those of you that have been working in the course and still are having some issues, let's start here. So let's log in. So we log into the course, and here we are on the main page. Okay, so each day you have been receiving an email from me about what unit that we are covering for the day. Okay, the easiest way to find what unit we are covering for the day is here in this area, Course Finder. Okay, so Course Finder, we have covered Getting Started. This is the first unit. Grammar, Lexis, Phonology. That has been the 4 units that we worked in this week. Okay, so let's just work on the Getting Started unit, because I have been reviewing some of the grades and not everyone has had the opportunity to cover all of the units. Okay, so this is what we call our welcome section. And here in each unit you will find a set of forums and a social forum. Okay, here the social forum is a place for everyone to interact, and the Getting Started forum in this case was where I asked you to prepare your email message, not email message, your forum post message rather, and post in the forum. Okay, so here was our Pleased to Meet You forum. As you can see, some other people have posted here, but this was our main forum. This is where everyone needs to be working. And you follow the instructions and click on reply. Please make your contribution to the forum by clicking on the reply button. This is the reply button. And as you can see, other members have done the same thing and posted in the reply. Okay? So that was the first order of business in my email that I sent to you. Okay, so now where I think a lot of people are getting confused is they go here, on the click back button, and in this course it's much better in order to get back to the main page of the course if you are in the unit by clicking on this little bar. This is a shortcut bar. Okay, we call this a breadcrumb bar in Moodle speak. But this is the best way to get back. So you just click here and you are back to the unit main page, Getting Started. Okay, so what I've noticed that a lot of people didn't do was scroll down and complete the unit completely. There's a lot of information here that you need to understand, and it will this will help eliminate a lot of questions that you have and a lot of questions that you send me if you will just take the time to read this first, go to the forum, make your post, and then just go block by block and read every single thing here. Okay? Very important to do this exercise. This is a survey. This really helps me understand your needs. This was instructions on how to work on your profile. I sent some instructions on that on the opening email. Okay. Here is our Pleased to Meet You forum, instructions on the Pleased to Meet You forum. Okay. How to look at everybody's profile in the participants link. Very important information. These communicate with your classmates, communicate with your moderator, work together, and check that you understand the ideas of the course. Very important that you read this, do these two exercises. Very important. This net etiquette document is super important. This is the rules that govern online interaction. Okay, so please, everybody, read this document. Technical requirements, okay? What type of computer you have. Very important information. Reflective learning, that is what this whole course is based on, is reflective learning. You are in a collaborative learning environment, and that I stress that everyone learns from each other, and a lot about what you're learning is by being reflective. So we reflect on what we've learned, what we've done, and those are our reflective practices. Okay, a few words of encouragement, and here's a video transcript. Okay, so this was what we asked you to do, okay, over the first couple of days. Okay, if you haven't done all of this, please do that. It's super important that you do that. Complete this unit. Okay, so now you're thinking to yourself, okay, well, now I'm done here and I need to move on to grammar. How do I do that? Well, again, it's the course finder. You click on the course finder and then you go to the grammar unit. Same thing. Somebody just sent me an email or a message here. So that was a good thing. Whenever I send you messages, or any of your course mates send your message, you will see that come up in your little pop-up box there, okay? So here was the same thing, okay? My suggestion is don't start by going to the forums, okay? This is just a welcome area to let you know what we expect. At the end of this unit, you should be able to do this, okay? Approximate time that you will be here, okay? And once again, social forums and TKT glossary. Please download this. Very important. Very important, okay? So I'm just going to give you my suggestions for working on units, okay? This is the first unit, but each unit will be the same sequence, okay? So don't start off by participating in the forum. Start off by going through the learning segments, okay? Each segment has a learning point, okay? So we read, and we read, okay? We read. Here we do exercises. Here we read and we participate in a wiki. Let me go over the wiki for you. Open the wiki. Okay. As you can see, we've had a lot of participation here. But in order to put your own contribution in any of the wikis, all you need to do is click on Edit. When you click on Edit, you will be taken to the page where you can make your contribution. You type in your contribution, you scroll to the bottom, you click on Save, and then you're taken to the main page. Okay? Now, so you're thinking, okay, well, I've done that. Well, now what do I do? Well, we use this once again. This is our shortcut bar. So we use here, and so we are in this unit. So to go back to the unit main page, we click here. Okay, so we've already read all of this business. Okay, we were at the wiki. So now we're going to just keep going down. We're going to keep going down. So the TKT portfolio. I earlier sent a message out about the TKT portfolio, how we need to work, okay? We need to read this. So if we click here, it takes you to the TKT portfolio page, okay? So you can see from at the top of the page, we're in a totally different unit section of the course. We are no longer in the 1.1 section, okay? So it's very important that you read all of this. Reflective tasks go here. Okay? There's a forum to talk about the portfolio. Any questions? Okay? Upload assignments will be here. As you can see, we have several upload assignments in the first module. We're covering 3 modules in the TKT, so this is where you will be doing your upload assignments. Okay, so once again, so now everybody's thinking, well, now how do I get back to where I was? Well, once again, go to Course Finder. We were in 1.1 grammar, so we go back. Okay, so now we scroll down to where we left off before. So we clicked on TK2 portfolio. So now here we go. We keep reading and we keep scrolling down. Okay, and then once we get down here, here is our reflective task, which leads, okay? So, use your portfolio to make your own thoughts and notes, okay? So the portfolio is exactly where we just talked about, okay? So this isn't a clickable link. So, in other words, now what you need to do is, you need to go back here and go to the TKT Essentials portfolio and make your portfolio assignment. Okay? So that is how we work in each unit. Let's go over looking at classmates. To find your classmates, here's all your classmates. Okay? If you want to read about your classmates, you click on your classmate's name and you read about your classmate. Okay? If you want to send your classmate a message, you click right here. Okay? So let's go back to our Getting Started unit. And in each section in the navigation block, you will see participants. You will see grades. In each unit, you will see this. In each unit, you can check your grades here. Okay? One other thing is, I've had a lot of questions about, well, how do I know when I'm finished? Well, if you will notice right here, every time you open a unit, all of these little boxes will be blank. Okay? So as you go down and you complete each one of these exercises, there will be a check mark in it. Okay? So once you go through all of the page and you have check marks all the way down, well, then you have finished the unit. It's very important that you scroll all the way to the bottom of every single unit. Make sure every time you're in a unit that you can read this word, this little heading, British Council, Tin Springs Gardens, London, and then you will know you have scrolled down to the bottom of each page. Okay? Well, I certainly hope that this helps answer some questions. I know there's going to be some more questions along the way, but I hope that this will help you understand the basic concepts of how the course is laid out and how you need to be working. I know it's a bit confusing going back and forth, but if you will just remember, always, if you ever feel lost, if you will just go to Course Finder, you can always find your way around the site. Okay? Thank you. Have a good evening. Bye.